180.
Mike 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike's shot. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. All day. All day.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe we're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, an even 90 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. A first down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. First down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now it's blocked. And thankfully the offense able to recover, but the extra point attempt foiled. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Winston. And this is caught by Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll go with Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and it held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Quit talking about it and wait.
Now Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's go, fellas.
First down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
This is caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to... Oh, Chubb fumbled it. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Then the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdowns. Passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Oh, this is blocked. The Bucs pick it up. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does it. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A second-quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
180. Mike 45. Defense wins championships, baby. Slip.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Mayfield on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
54. You remember me? You remember me? Hey, alert 33. Watch twitch. What? Real. Hey, Roy. Watch out.
To throw, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
He's checking.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Throwing, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Man, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12. Just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Mayfield to throw it. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Able to pick up 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Hey, alert!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey, watch the slant. Tommy. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a bit...